Okay, well, if everything goes to plan, this is gonna come out just before Fantastic Four comes out. Meaning that this theory could either be proven really, really correct or really, really wrong. I don't really care because I really need to get this off my chest. And this is something that came to me yesterday in the theater when I was about to watch Jurassic Park Rebirth. And of course, they showed the trailer for Fantastic Four. And while I was watching it, I thought to myself, they're battling Galactus, but we haven't seen Galactus yet. Why is that? And then I realized it hit me like a fucking truck. The Fantastic Four that the Thunderbolts see crashing down from the atmosphere are from a different dimension, from a different Earth. That's why we haven't seen Galactus yet, we haven't seen the Silver Surfer yet, but they have. I do hear some of you saying, but Tiro, there was a time skip between the end of the Thunderbolts and the post-credit scene. Yes, but if there was a Galactus-level threat somewhere in between that, I think we would have seen some of the consequences of that. I don't think that the Thunderbolts would be as calm as they were if they just finished battling someone like Galactus. On the other hand, the Fantastic Four, from what we've seen in the trailer, they do have a point where they go into their spaceship, and I do think this is the exact same one in which they crash into Earth 616, but I also think that I don't exactly know how they would be able to do this, because I don't think they have anyone with dimension hopping abilities, but at some point in the movie, probably at the end of the movie, the moment their Earth gets destroyed, they're gonna be transported into Earth 616, and that's where they are gonna crash and meet the Thunderbolts or whoever finds them first. Now, I do think this might be something that the Silver Surfer does, because as we've seen in one other trailer, she does seem to form a connection with Johnny, who may or may not actually have a crush on her, or he just really likes that she's reflective and shiny, therefore he can see his own reflection in her. Or it could be both. It could very well be both. But at some point, she will turn against Galactus, or at the very least, enough so to allow the Fantastic Four to run just as they see their planet getting destroyed. Therefore, when they come to Earth 616, they're gonna be the only ones with enough information about Galactus to be able to form some kind of defense against him. Because as we know from Eternals, they are very much captured right now by Galactus himself. One more thing I just want to point out. In the trailer for the Fantastic Four, we also see Franklin, but Franklin, at least at that point, is still very much a baby. I don't think a baby can really kill Galactus, but once that kid grows up, he's definitely gonna be one of the most powerful among the Avengers, or whatever team they form next. And as much as I think that it would be beneficial for some kind of time skip to occur, so Franklin is at that Omega level when Galactus shows up again, I don't think we're gonna get that. I think Franklin is just gonna be pretty much a teaser for what could come later in the future. But as far as Galactus himself, he's got his Herald, and we know that once he destroys one planet, he moves on to the other. Except for this one, he's gonna have survivors from a different planet already to reckon with, as well as the force of Earth 616. I'm really looking forward to that showdown. Just a few more days and this movie will be out, and I really hope I'm right, because it would be really interesting to see the good guys lose. And I mean lose everything and then have to rebuild it all again and form a new team. I guess in a few days we'll see if I was right or wrong. And remember, Don't just consume, think.